Face having ass. What's going on, you guys? It's Eric Peoples back again with my 2 cents. It's Monday. I should be at Monday Night Raw right now, but I'm broke. And yeah, I still watch wrestling, obviously. Um, Tonight is Gotham. If you've never seen any of my videos, I do mild spoiler reviews of my favorite shows, and Gotham is tonight, of course. And I give a grade, and then we'll talk about it in the comments. The Court of Owls continues to plant their evil claws into Gotham, this time needing the aid of the Penguin. So they bring Penguin in, basically give him a rundown about the plan that they have, and say, hey, yeah, get in this, And Penguin's like, no, I don't think so, but thanks anyway. And they say, yeah, okay, that's cool. You ain't got to. Thought you was a visionary. Turns out that you just like being the ruler of shit. You know what I'm saying? So, basically, they kidnapped the penguin's mom, and they basically send Penguin out to take out the other mayor candidates because the Court of Owls want that seat so that they can get bills passed so they can take over land and basically wipe out a section of Gotham. It's always about this ethnic cleansing in a lot of these comic book shows and stuff like that. So while that's going on, Penguin's walking around, shanking people and stuff like that. Doing what Penguin does best. Um, you find out that there's a new police commissioner, and it's Michael Chiklis from The Shield, or Fantastic Four, if you might have seen that movie. He's now the head of the Gotham City Police Force, and he has a no bullshit policy. He's an ex-military guy himself, and it appears like he has a strong sense of justice. Um, I don't know. I mean, guys having that type of purity. We see what happened with Gordon, and Gordon likes the idea. He fucks with it, but at the same time, Gordon has allowed darkness inside of himself too, and he's done some things that he ain't too proud of. And I think part of him is skeptical because he doesn't want that to come to light. He doesn't want to be shown as this false god in a sense because Gordon has such a reputation now within Gotham. Um, so they he comes in, he lays waste to like 9 or 10 cops, says, "Get the hell out of my precinct." They're already down manpower from what Jerome and those guys had did in the prior 2 episodes, and so they go on a draft. And they draft up a young team, and within 2 minutes, they're a task force. Um, with Gordon being ahead of them and Gordon only answering to the police commissioner himself. Um, the meanwhile, Edward Nigma, my man, he let that strong, dominant killer personality take over, and he finally got him some Chris Kringle. Yeah, big ups to you, Ed. About time. You need some ass. Now he's about to go even fucking crazier now because of ass. And I hope he didn't go in a row because that's just fucking shit up even more. Anyway, um, anyway, um, yeah. So moving on from there, Bruce is kind of beginning his little training. Alfred is making him run, and because he's basically ashamed that he's rich, and the kids are going to make fun of him because he's rich. Yeah, like I would give a fuck. But anyway, it's rich man's problems. Selena comes through, and I guess she wants to see Bruce, and Alfred slaps the shit out of her and say, basically, don't fucking come around no more, man. We don't need you here. So she goes away. Bruce ultimately meets up with the head of Quarter Owls, and they're exchanging some words, and Bruce meets Silver St. Cloud, in which she's going to Bruce's school. She's going to start there, and she's evil because she has ties to the Court of Owls. But of course, Bruce doesn't know that, and the Court of Owls was kind of throwing jabs at Bruce and Bruce's his father as well. So it'll be interesting to see how those things and how they might tie into Bruce's parents' death later on. So that's like a cold case that ain't never been figured out yet. You know what I mean? But so yeah, and an interesting tidbit about her is I believe she was the first love interest of Bruce Wayne in the original Bob Kane and Jerry Robinson comics. Well, I think it was Bill Finger, I think at the time. But yeah, she was the first love interest. And so it's interesting to see what her character means. Zaz was sent after the last member of the mayor hopefuls, and they get into a gunfight, and the task force ultimately saves them. Um, yeah, I think that's pretty much the gist of the episode. You know, a couple of little pieces here and there, but I gave the episode a 2.5. I thought it was pretty good, a bit over the top at times, but that's Gotham for you. And you know, it's setting up for something larger. We're going to find out about the Quarter Owls. The Quarter Owls isn't exactly the same as it is in the comic books. They were a fraction that was introduced in the New 52, but they have more of a dark hand, black hand, shall I say, feel to them, where they're just manipulators and powerful people who are just manipulators and would do at nothing to fulfill their own, you know, urges and desires. And that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting mixed in with the Quarter Vows. So yeah, I gave it a 2.5. What did you guys think? Hit me in the comments. Let me know. Maybe I missed something. So if I did, let's talk about it. So if you like this video, hit like. If you didn't, dislike it. But let me know what you didn't like about it, and I might take your opinion into consideration. And I will see you tomorrow. Flash.